Salve rapaziada, tô passando aqui no começo do vídeo pra avisar que eu joguei quase o jogo inteiro sem querer, porque eu pensei que ele ia se dividir em capítulos e ia avisar na tela, mas infelizmente ele não fez isso. E é isso, só vim avisar sobre isso. Por isso o vídeo tá longo, né? Tem mais de 1 hora de vídeo. Então é isso, fiquem com o vídeo. Salve, salve rapaziada, quem tá falando aqui? Underline Fight, trazendo mais um vídeo aqui pra vocês. E hoje nós estamos aqui para jogar Através de Seus Olhos. Eu acho que é essa a tradução correta. Esse jogo é da Netflix, né? Pelo menos tá na conta da Netflix. Então, bora pro novo jogo. Já que o anterior, esse jogo tem um detector de piscada que não tá funcionando muito bem, pelo menos no meu celular, né? Então eu vou jogar assim. Só clicar na tela então? Sempre que você quiser piscar, o jogo vai perceber. Viu como funciona? Não funciona legal não. Infelizmente. Para interagir com o símbolo, aponte o cursor para ele, tá? Opa, aí. Oh, legal, legal. Só se funcionasse bem ia ser mais legal ainda. Eu sei o comecinho do jogo. E esses olhos de gato aqui, que é isso? Onde é que eu tô indo? Ó, um barco. Eu vou morrer, alguém me ajuda. Ixi, morreu afogado. Acabou o jogo. Mentira, que eu sei. Caiu fora, aves imundas. Esse é meu. Eu não vou dublar porque tá dublado e tá legendado.
Stranger. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you?
Agora tá rodando lisinho, que delícia.
I ask you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or
eu não tenho boca.
Hands to shake with, or nose to look down.
Caralho. Eu sou só um olho então.
We're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here.
Beleza. Ixi, travou o jogo. Tá.
Well, look at that. You're a blinking genius.
Gente, tá picado, piscado.
You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you.
Deixa eu olhar pro lado.
I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch.
Que legal.
What's a better word? Notion? No, a better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up.
Uhum.
Now you see that tower out there? Big scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged.
Oh,
I'm gonna present your case. Tell her the whole story of your entire life, from proud to stern.
Então eu morri afogado. E é isso que eu sei.
And you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city.
Na verdade, é como eu vim parar aqui, né? Será que ele vai bater em alguma coisa?
We don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. No, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts.
Ele puto com as gaivotas. É gaivota ou pombo? Cara louco. Não vou mentir. A partir daqui eu não sei mais nada. O resto eu já
Sorry you
sabia.
had to hear that.
O jogo parece legal. Se funcionasse a imersão lá da piscada direito,
Maybe I'm
eu
not the
usava.
most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great.
Tá,
So, just think back.
volte no
Very
tempo.
beginning.
Ao começo de tudo,
First thing.
pense em
that you
sua
can
memória
remember.
mais antiga.
I'm gonna send you there.
Eu vou mandar
But
você pra
understand,
lá, mas
No
entenda.
matter how much
Mesmo que
you
esteja
like it,
adorando você,
you're not gonna be able
não vai
to
poder
stay,
ficar.
alright?
Está bem?
Every time you blink,
Sempre que
you're going to
piscar,
jump
você vai
forward in
avançar no
time.
tempo.
Could be a second,
Pode ser um
could be
segundo
5 years.
ou 5
It's just
anos.
how this thing works.
Tô lendo as
Alrighty then.
legendas e tentando
was
falar
ready
por
for this.
cima.
Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Don't be afraid, and don't try to fight it.
Se eu resistir,
The thing to remember about blinking is, well, it's only a matter of time.
se eu resistir, que você vai fazer nada? Vou ficar olhando pra você.
I'm touched you enjoy my company. I really am. But I'll have to ask you to have some respect for the process.
Será que ele vai ficar
here.
puto? Ele parou de olhar pra mim.
There is a dry eye in the house. 2 of them. And they belong to this guy, right here. No, really, man. I need you to blink.
Eu não vou piscar. E aí, o que você vai fazer?
If I were your eyes, I'd just be pissed at this point. This has got to be a bigger betrayal than that time you stared directly at the sun.
Eu não vou piscar. E aí, o que você vai fazer, rapaz?
Ooh, look. He's going for a world record. That'll be so much cooler than saving your soul from eternal damnation.
Ele tá virando. Por que ele tá virando? Eu vou ficar aqui, eu não vou piscar.
You know what, man? Forget it. I'm done with you. You honestly can rot at this point.
Ai, ai, vou irritar ele mais um pouco. Ele tá virando, velho. Por que ele tá virando? É bug isso daí. Ele tá balançando o mesmo ritmo do metrônomo, olha lá. Vamos ver, se ele não falar mais nada eu pisco. Tá, pisquei.
And just try to enjoy it this time.
Tá, que é
Look
isso?
at that sun.
Oh, bonitão.
Got a long, beautiful day ahead of us.
Temos um dia longo e lindo
Why
pela
are you
frente.
smiling like that?
Por que você está sorrindo
You must
assim?
really like it out here, huh?
Quem é essa no meu ouvido? É essa daí. Tá. Voou um papel aqui. Tem como eu dar zoom, algo do tipo? Se eu olhar pro sol, dá ruim?
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
Pegar umas conchas. Vai, travou o jogo, tem que olhar se tá gravando. Tá.
You see that big spiky plant over there?
Não tô vendo não.
That's called an agave. 11 years from now, that plant
Essa
will
planta vai
die so
morrer.
it can give
Para uma
birth
árvore
to this
enorme
tall
possa nascer cheia de
tree
flores.
covered in flowers.
Tá.
We'll have to keep
Sobre o
our
que
eyes
se
on
trata
that.
esse jogo? Primeiro, eu já tô morto. Eu brotei num barco com um gato falante que uiva e late, porque eu não sei. Pisquei. Eita, ó,
Day really
droga.
slipped away, didn't it? Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess.
Quem é
Where's the
você?
first page of my piece?
A parte da sua
I can't
peça?
find it anywhere.
Tá ali, ó.
Did I put it in here? No.
Não, a gaviota. Ixi, pegaram. Sinto lhe informar que pegaram sua página aí, viu? Tem que olhar se tá gravando. Agora tem que piscar, né? Ou ela vai falar mais alguma coisa. Não vai falar mais nada. Tá, onde é que eu tô?
Hey, go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little
Caralho! Que
We have
legal!
to make him do this every birthday.
fan. That's a great idea. It'll really be something to see how he grows.
Caralho, que legal!
Man, the zoom on this thing is fantastic.
Meu nome é Benny e esse daqui é minha irmã com 1 ano de idade,
What's
certo?
that beep? You know, it's odd. So I fear this battery isn't even working.
Aham.
Memory stick.
Ixi, tá sem cartão de
What
memória.
does that mean?
Ele não gravou o negócio. Meu Deus do céu. Ele acha que gravou, mas não gravou. Gravou só na mente. O que é isso? Um piano.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you?
Ah,
Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough.
aham.
Now, where was I?
Tem como eu fazer nada não? Só olhar? É, né? O jogo é isso. Fazer o quê? Levantar e sair correndo? Tanto que eu já tô morto, né? Ai. Quando será que eu vou voltar pro barco lá do gato? Oh, que legal. Tem alguém escovando os
Sounds
dentes.
good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be
É o
perfect.
pai do...
Well, sounds pretty
É bem...
perfect to me.
Nossa, já esqueci o nome.
What do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like the person playing it.
Yeah. I worry that might have something to do with it.
Ixi. A relação entre os pais dele já não tava boa. Opa! Ó! Um barquinho. Que legal. Sai daqui, Zé. Tá, deixa eu piscar. Ou vai falar mais alguma coisa? Vai, né? Ele vai ficar refletindo sobre a vida. O que é isso?
Look at his little face.
Olha a carinha dele.
What do you think he's thinking about?
Probably solving the problems of the universe.
Tá, eu tô ouvindo, mas cadê eles?
So,
Olha o barquinho
do you
me
think he's going to
seguindo.
be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's going to necessarily.
Que legal.
You're right. No. You're right.
Eu tô ouvindo eles, mas não consigo ver. Por quê?
You know,
Essa é a minha lembrança, né? Então, o que eu lembro é só
or
da
not.
paisagem. Não do rosto deles nesse momento.
Oh, yeah, I mean, of course. But I still think he's going to be smart. I can just tell.
Uhum. Pisquei.
No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I
O
just
que eu vou
told
fazer?
you?
Um barco?
Right.
Eu fiz um
No, I'm
barco.
sorry. guess I just put a lot of expectation on
Na cabeça minha eu fiz um bar.
I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
Vai pisar em mim não, né?
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
Uai. O fone tá do lado certo, tá do lado certo.
You know, if you
Arremessar.
keep working at it, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what's in your head. You'll be a real artist. Unlike your poor mom.
É pra me arremessar? Ah, sei lá. É memória do passado mesmo. Então não vai diferenciar em nada. O que tem? Tá. Eu só leio as imagens, certo? Ah, isso aqui é um álbum.
See? That
Ah,
used
é
to
a
be
mãe
my
dele.
piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it.
Cadê ela? Eu tô escutando ela, mas não tô vendo.
God, he made me practice so much.
Uh-huh.
I hated it at first.
Tá.
I think he
não
hoped to make
explode
it
o celular,
further
pelo
than
amor
he
de
got in
Deus.
high school choir. Never said anything though. He was what you might call the strong silent type. Can you believe I grew up in the snow? I came all the way out here to the beach.
Legal.
I don't even know how
Mas
I
eu não
got here.
perguntei.
Your dad got his job and I just came with him. Like a human suitcase.
Tá. E se não fosse bagagem humana, seria bagagem do quê? Tá, tô na
Hey,
praia.
Danny. Are you ready to see something really special?
I just don't want him to get attached.
Eu não quero que ele se apegue a um bichinho.
Richard.
What?
That's
É um
the cutest thing
gatinho.
I've ever seen.
É um
What's wrong
gatinho.
with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him.
Não.
But while he's here, I say we call him Ernie. Little Ernie. Fits him, doesn't it?
Oh, he's so cute.
He's so sweet.
Não, deixa ele, não.
Someone likes his new cat.
Deixa
Richard,
ele.
What?
his cat.
Yeah, I just mean for now. Of course we're not gonna keep him.
Right. I believe that. I know where this is going.
For now, honey.
É, fica com o gatinho.
But another thing I'll just say quickly.
Ok.
Build up a resistance to allergies over time. So what you're allergic to now, like that's why an allergy shot to give you what you're allergic to. So he's like a human allergy shot full of love with one eye. Just considering.
I just know a month from now he's going to be sleeping on my pillow and I'm not going to be breathing.
No, you'll be breathing because you'll have developed a tolerance.
You just said that, Mike.
Okay. All right. He can sleep on my pillow. Fair?
Tá. Um gatinho.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down?
Aham.
Now what about C minor?
Dó
Remember how
menor.
to play that one? Very good. Just one note different. That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels. Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
Essa aí é a mãe dele, né? É Benny, o nome dele, não lembro. Ela foi obrigada a aprender piano desde quando ela era criança.
She was in grad school.
Ela tá
studying
repassando isso pro filho dele.
I never met anyone like her. I just pray to God I can somehow keep up. I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful.
Importante que eles foram felizes, né?
Where would you want to go? You can only go to one.
Grécia e Egito.
Now, you know the ancient Egyptians believed cats had godlike powers. They would have worshipped our little Ernie. Can you imagine? Sorry, Ernie. Born in the wrong time period, I guess.
Mas agora eu queria ver ele na Grécia. Tá. Rapaz, esse flashback não vai acabar não. Cadê a mãe dele? Ele veio pra cá, ele tá indo pro piano grandão. Rapaz, você vai cair. Não vai não. Ou será que ele vai tocar a sinfonia de Beethoven?
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that?
Se eu olhar pro cara que
Richard,
canta.
are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant. We need to get him into serious piano lessons.
Yeah, sure. But,
Tá, deixa eu olhar pra porra da tecla.
What? I mean, in the city, sure. Not out here, I don't.
I mean, I know someone who might be up to the
Oxi, uma tecla faz barulho diferente, porra é essa?
Richard, no one in this town knows anything. Maybe I'll just have to do it myself.
Good idea. I think that settles it.
But who's this mysterious
teclado tá
woman you're
errado
talking
aqui, hein?
about? I hope you're not in love with her.
You know, I really was for a while, but then she revealed herself to be much stupider than I thought.
Ixi.
Richard, what are you talking about?
Don't worry about it.
O relacionamento entre eles já não tão bem assim, eu acho. Ó o gatinho de novo. Tá, que isso? Ah, um brinquedo de gato.
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Que bonitinho. Ah. Arte.
Don't worry, I already did.
Oh, thank God. For a moment, I forgot what a great father you are.
Focus on the interview, honey. I got this.
Vou brincar com o gatinho. Tá, não tem mais nada, né? Ou será que ele vai vir aqui ver meu desenho? Eu acho que não, hein? O velho tá louco, olha lá. Ele tá virando também, do nada.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into
O gatinho
folders,
cresceu.
ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you
Desenho
get
gatinho, de novo.
them. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow?
Evoluiu pra
We are
caralho.
fine.
O gato mijou em cima.
When's he
Ó o
coming?
gatinho.
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
Desenha ele de
Yes,
novo.
that's true.
Don't let it go to your head. Yeah.
Ah, o moleque desenha
Please
bem.
let the cat know. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
Chacoalha. Acorda, o gato não quer saber não. Gato baiano.
This is called a metronome.
Uhum.
We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
Então é o vô dele que vai vir. Daqui é o metrônomo.
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against
Que é a
time
única coisa.
is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone.
Bem-vindo em casa, pai. Tá escrito.
So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well.
Eu nem tô lendo o diálogo, só tô
Can you believe that?
olhando aqui.
I wonder if he'll even recognize me.
A mão dela tá podre, viado. Ela tá mocota. Ih, rapaz. Parece que algo não vai dar bom, hein? Tá, tem alguma coisa aqui pra me fazer? Vou ficar aqui pra ver se aparece alguma coisa. Não aparece. Metrônomo de novo.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E.
Ó, o carro do gás.
You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
Eu fui bem. Não veio falar mal não. Eu fui bem.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Come
Pra
on.
tirar uma foto.
Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now. Why don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
Legal, agora tem uma câmera. À venda.
Ernie, buddy,
Ernie!
Ernie.
Ah, o
need
gatinho
you.
tá perdido.
God, no, what if you got eaten by a coyote?
My sinuses will be turning indebted.
What did you just say?
No, I said I'm really worried. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty!
God, honey, I'm worried too.
Ela deu o gato, não foi?
Ernie, kid, come
Eu
to
não li o
Papa.
diálogo, eu tô focado só na
You're mad about last
jogabilidade.
night. This is ridiculous.
What happened last night? Oh, God.
What?
Well, if he survived that, I don't know how worried we have to be.
Okay, well, let's take this seriously, okay? He has one eye. That means predators can come up on one side of him he doesn't even know. Okay? Let's take this seriously. Ernie! Come on, dude!
So
Ah,
you're
ele
saying it's a
voltou.
coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
O Ernie é fêmea.
Thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on...
The old distance.
Say that that one more time, sweetie?
Pee hole.
I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. I didn't think about it. It just happened.
You just happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happens to pop out 5 more?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you hated cats.
For a professor of signs and symbols, you're really bad at reading.
Okay, that's funny. That's really witty.
I let us keep him for Benny. And I'm happy about that. But I really can't have 5 cats around the house. It's just not sustainable.
Tá, é muito diálogo, mas tá dublado pelo menos.
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
Were you able to pick up the new book?
Yes, the Manila Gallia is of particular interest.
Ah, avança na história, como é que eu ia saber?
Got those two.
Expensive, right?
Ela tava aqui e do nada sumiu.
I'm learning.
Pensei que não ia avançar.
Every day.
Tá, tem uma porta aqui. Que barulho é esse? Parece algum bicho. É isso mesmo. Mas o que que é? Filha da puta, anda louco. Ai, por favor, não seja o gatinho de F. Seja um cachorro mexendo no lixo, pelo amor de Deus. Ah, não aproxima mais que isso. Tem mais nada? Eu vou ver o que que é?
I
Não.
know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me.
Uhum.
You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand.
Ah, o moleque tá pica já, hein?
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
É o carro do gás. Tá. Oxe, já tá Natal, caralho.
Okay. 2 brackets on each side. 2 screws on each bracket. 2 washers on each screw. So that means we need 8 washers.
Ele tá tentando montar uma mesa, eu acho.
Where the hell are the washers?
The quiz said find the 0, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
Triste, pode nem ser burro. Primeiro eu vou clicar em volta.
Congratulations, B. First of many, I'd assume.
want that box full by the time I come in there. If you don't play with it anymore, we're getting rid of it.
Não, deixa meus brinquedos, não. Tá história. O que eu tô fazendo aqui? Essa é minha casa. Essa... Ih, caralho. Menina, sai daí de cima, não pula não. Se eu avançar, o que vai dar? Ela não vai pular não, né? Ah, ela acabou de se mudar pra ali. Minha dúvida é se ela vai pular.
Fall back, you fool! I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat.
Chloe, come play inside. It's late.
Maybe if you actually got me a playscape, I'd want to play inside.
That's not fair, Chloe.
You're not fair. You're not fair. You're not fair. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here.
Vó, nossa, é doido.
Yes, Mr. Camera Boy. I'm talking to you.
Não sei quem é você. Não vai não.
Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Chloe!
Não deu tempo de tirar foto.
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think you'll be able to. But you can try.
Ih, caralho. A menina sumiu. Tá.
Quiet, everyone. Benny's about to play for us.
O Benny vai tocar pra nós. Ih, lá ele.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. God, I didn't realize musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer?
Tô ligado, eu sou bom mesmo,
I
ó.
don't know if I'd say that.
Nem é porque
Used to write your own
me obrigaram a
Yeah,
fazer
but
piano desde
I haven't
criança.
done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
And what do you do, Richard?
He's a professor.
Of what?
Well, no one really knows.
No, I mean, what's his field?
It's maritime archaeology.
Meu Deus, como é ruim acompanhar.
But no one really knows what it means.
Unknown legend.
It's kind of one of those professions that stops a dinner party short.
Oh.
Okay, more wine?
I'll have a little more wine, please.
Tá bom, doido. Para de tocar, rapaz. Ai, tô dando uma raiva, velho. Agora acabou.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac.
Olha o carequinha.
Class will be broken up into
Hey,
units.
you. Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
Estamos na mesma classe. Que coincidência, por favor. Lembre-se de que na escola nós não nos conhecemos. Não fale comigo jamais. Com amor, Chloe.
Don't even look at me.
É, tá. Não é pra olhar pra você, tá bom?
Okay. Now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, What did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. Come on, dude. Help me out.
Come on, Chloe. We're all waiting.
It's that people who are in the past always remember. I don't know what I'm saying.
Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. And what's a better illustration of this point than Chloe's pathetic performance right there? If we do not keep an accurate account of the past, we are destined to embarrass ourselves in all sorts of ways. And now, on to what you've all been waiting for. Grades.
As notas.
Assessments. 60%.
I tried to convince your father to
era
buy
pra
that thing, but
chapei.
he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty
11
big,
anos.
though. I will admit that.
11 anos, moleque já é um Mozart.
Job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
É um quebra-cabeça? O que é isso? O novo competidor se aproxima. Seus competidores favoritos, enfim, estão prontos para batalhar no Playscape. Junte-se a Marcy e seus 4 tristes irmãos na busca por sua mãe desaparecida, a lendária Rainha Concha. Prenda monstros pegajosos com as potentes conchas. Sedutor maré e atrai-os para batalhas espetaculares. Opa, quase derrubei o celular. E quando tudo der errado, basta usar uma consciência. Basta usar sua consciência. Tá, é trocadilho de concha e... é um Pokémon diferenciado, é isso. Oh, é um videogame, agora que eu percebi. Pensei que era um quebra-cabeça.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail. Okay, shut up. I really want this one. Maybe I'll use Tickle Stick.
Caralho, moleque manja muito no desenho.
Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff. Not me, though. I'll actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard.
Vou desenhar mesmo assim, quero nem saber. Fique quieta.
Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough. I look so ugly. Ugh.
Não dá nem pra ver.
Magnet school.
O que é isso aqui?
It's about an hour away in a town called Burton.
Concerto de música.
Scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with. You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really good at something. It's just, you've had so much trouble making friends at Playco. I want you at a place where people really get you.
Ixi, vai me internar num hospital psiquiátrico.
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
Não.
It's very shy.
Oh,
Ah, ela quer matricular ele em outra
If he's
escola.
as gifted as
Ele
you
vai
say
ficar sem
he
amigo.
is, shyness is no problem.
E é isso.
Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of. So, I understand you were a musician yourself. Where did you study?
Oh, Berkeley. But I was in the composition department.
Ah, and who did you study under?
John MacDonald?
I understand he's very difficult.
Yes. Taciturn is the word I use.
Taciturn. Yes. People have described me that way, if you can believe it.
Oh,
Ei, mãe, não quero
I would
ficar
never
aqui
say
não.
that about you.
Thank
Posso ir
you.
embora.
I wouldn't either.
Ai, meu
You're very
Deus.
warm. Very caring.
Não quero aqui não. Escola de música, mó paia. Deixa na escola normal mesmo.
As you can see,
Meu
there's some very
Deus.
fast runs in there. And a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try. And we can see if you start enjoying it.
Logo, prelúdio, faga. É faga ou fuga?
Just like to see you really rise to the occasion. Just this once.
Coração do moleque
I wish I
acelerado
had the
aqui.
option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
Cadê o pai dele? Amassar.
What was that? Was that the piece?
Não quero.
What is going on with you
Eu
these
não
days?
quero. Eu não
I barely know
quero.
whose kid you're supposed to be.
Eu não quero. Vou arremessar na cabeça.
Oh my God, Benny!
Eu não quero. Eu quero a escola normal. Eu não quero ir pra essa escola de músico. E se eu não quiser tocar, e aí? Dia úteis até a audição. 30.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
Ah, não deu pra atender. Tá certo que é memória do passado, né? Então eu não consigo mudar nada. Na verdade não era pra mim mudar nada, né?
Oh my God. Is she really calling you
Eu
again?
não consigo atender.
Is she obsessed with you?
So listen, I found a concert.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
Oh, he's fine. Let's talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
Well, then don't stick your nose into things that you're
Ixi, eles
completely
estão
checked out.
brigando.
Okay.
Oh man, did I just cause a fight with your parents? I'm sorry, dude, but you should also cherish these moments. My mom and dad used to fight, and I would always hate it, but now I actually miss it a lot. Anyway, so basically across the board, crustacean types perform well against mollusk types. So we got to be leaning on lobster a lot more in these reef battles. Then, once we get to the trench, we'll be facing what they call craniate types. So chondric types will be what we need. But we
Caralho,
haven't
minha
even gotten
paciência tá
any of those
acabando.
yet. Anyway, it's all pretty complicated, so we can go over it in history class tomorrow. But listen, I definitely don't want you to play without me. But if you do end up playing without me, spend as much time as possible in the red reef, because that's supposedly where you can find these chondric types, which we're for sure gonna need.
Fala pra cara.
We'll talk more tomorrow, okay? Okay, I gotta go.
É, precisa ir. Vai pra casa do caralho, então. Oh, Anubis.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, You can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet, and she's got...
Hey,
and yes,
Mr.
that's
Kid. That's,
the head of a crocodile,
look at it.
fur of a lion,
Prezado vizinho estranho.
and the body of a hippopotamus. Though I would not say that to her face.
Hoje à noite, depois
As you can
que meu
see,
pai for
she
dormir,
is
eu vou
ready
sair,
to devour
eu saio de
any
casa para
that
dormir na
seeks to
praia.
not pass
Se quiser
judgment.
ser convidado, faça um desenho do
Sorta
professor
like
Isaac
me with your weekly
com dor de
quizzes.
barriga. Com amor, vizinha estranha.
So I am not quite sure why I don't hear more frantic scribbling right now.
Não, não ri não.
Why is he so scared looking? Okay, I'll call you when I'm leaving my house. You better pick up my call, dude.
O professor travou ali. Tá. Adiar
Slightly worried
um
about
dia
having
útil
to
para
change
audição.
schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, well, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard.
but I-
Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this with no offense at all. But I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
Não.
No, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
Ela tá diminuindo o moleque. Vai deixar ele mal. Por que ele não fala? Essa é a minha dúvida. É mesmo, até agora eu não me vi no
You
espelho.
need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
Chatona, hein?
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Benny.
Ufa. Vou ir com ela.
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I'm a sticky for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T- now, okay? Chloe, out.
Bem casa de gringo mesmo.
You know, I'm really glad you're here. There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest. Okay. I don't think Consters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a rip-off of a really good job.
Deu vontade de espirrar.
He calls it a cash grab. So, I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible
O
game.
que ele tá fazendo?
But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused on how good it was and not the
Eu não
feelings
tô
we
lendo
had while we were
diálogo.
playing it.
Porque nem tem como ler também.
My favorite
Ou você foca
vegetable
no
is
diálogo ou você
tomato,
foca no jogo.
But Yoon thinks that they're the grossest ever.
E.
And you're
Não, eu pulei. Eu pulei. Eu pulei. Eu
Probably didn't sleep
pulei.
well. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you? It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just
Nossa,
try
você não
and
tá
close your eyes
enxergando
now and get a
nada.
little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. We're going to be there soon.
Tá.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
Ixi, eu acho que eles vão achar ruim, hein? Porque eu não dormi, né? Mas não tem como mudar o passado? Não faz sentido, então.
Oh, okay. I think that's enough.
Virou um Guitar Hero essa porra.
So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice? Yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? All right.
Coitado.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know.
É, você
You
virou
have
seu
to
pai.
find something to focus on.
Obrigou o moleque
The
a
world isn't
estudar
very
piano
kind to
desde
people who
criança,
aren't really
forçando
good
ele.
at something.
Aí se ele não fosse bom nisso, ela ia achar ruim. Tem outra coisa.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
Vai dar pra ouvir? Tá. Tá. Se não dá pra me ouvir ou interagir, então eu vou piscar.
It's a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer?
Onde é que eu tô? Tô num lago? Sozinho? Por que eu tô sozinho no lago? Uai.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
É, a mãe dele ficou puta. Tá, agora eu quero saber quando é que vai acabar esse flashback, velho. Eu acho que eu tô quase 2 horas aqui nesse flashback. É um filme, então, não um flashback. Acabou? Só foi eu falar? Pisca. Não acabou. Desenha. Legal. Acabou o capítulo 1 ou os 5 capítulos foi tudo aqui? Não é possível.
Hey, Dee! Dinner's ready! Dee! You hear me? What's he doing?
He's drawing. He's becoming completely obsessed.
Why isn't your son eating with us, Al? No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he
Moleque manja muito. Ele gosta de desenhar, não tocar piano.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
Aê! Primeiro lugar pra ele. Foda demais. Será que a mãe dele vai entender agora ou vai ficar puta? Candidatura da Escola de Arte. Descreva em 2 parágrafos curtos os motivos pelos quais você deseja seguir uma carreira artística. Caralho, o moleque vai meter essa. Ele fez um desenho explicando, não é? Oi? É doido.
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. Although I was
Autista.
hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies! Oh.
O professor tá louco. Do nada solta um grito desse. Tá feito. Tá feito minha obra de arte. Pronto, vem aqui avaliar, seu bosta. Chupa, cara. Que porra é essa? Eu vou desenhar a fruta.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
Caveira de Gachede.
It's very zany.
Agora esse bosta aqui. Assim.
Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card
Parece o
artists.
tal Pai Pai. De novo.
There you go, Mr. Brin. Feel each shape.
Tá, tem que fazer... Como é que fala? É desenho simples? Não é desenho simples. Abstrato, desenho abstrato.
Oh, you fiend.
Tá lá. O próprio Van Gogh.
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Brin has done here.
O que eu fiz?
You see, he has reached down deep within himself
Sim,
and
fui eu.
created a masterpiece.
Fui eu.
I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Brin. For I fear a talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind.
Legal.
It becomes difficult putting one foot in front of the other when they are no longer touching the ground.
Uhum. Tá, para de filosofar, pelo amor de Deus. Esse jogo não acaba, velho. Mano, eu tô quase 3 horas aqui já. Não que seja ruim o jogo, mas é muito longo. Um capítulo. Foi pra um bagulho de arte. Museu de arte. Caralho. Que foda.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Tá.
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little thing. A birdie told me that Elba Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat. Elba Pressenhuber is not in the business of the arts. Elba Pressenhuber is in the business of business. And you, child, you are no businessman. You are an artist. Live like one.
Me ver como um artista. Meu Deus.
You're not selling your soul.
O quê? Amassar contrato, assinar contrato. Não, eu vou seguir o conselho do professor.
Well, look at that.
Sim.
You've crumpled my contract. Whatever you want, kid.
Vou seguir o conselho do professor.
Okay, that's it. Get out of my office. You know I'd call security if I thought you were actually a threat.
Cala a boca.
But what are you going to do? Paint me to death?
Tomara que o professor esteja certo. Senão eu tô fudido.
To being a difficult artist, the best of us are.
Tchim, tchim.
Ah, this is divine. So, now that you've grown your wings, tell me, young master, where will you fly? May I suggest somewhere abroad? This American air can be stifling. Ah, now what to eat? If we both only get appetizers, I can afford to go Dutch. Otherwise, for the dinner.
Para de tacar diálogo, meu celular vai explodir. Que é isso? Tá lá.
Honey, stop. Is that Benjamin Brin?
Oh my god. I think it is.
Of all places.
Tá lá. Mais uma obra de arte. Toma, filha da puta. Tá, tem alguém ligando.
But listen to me, Benjamin. Now is the single most important moment in your entire career. Collectors, curators, how we all love a rising star and how bored we become once it's
Que da hora.
Keep rising, Benjamin.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm going to be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying. Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting, keep striving. You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there. So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just going to get back to work, okay?
Não. Ela tá mal. Isso não é bom. Vai afetar a carreira dele.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe was the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of.
É a mãe dele, né?
Magnum opus.
Puta
so to
que
speak.
pariu.
I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny? You ready to come up here?
Sim. Como é que eu subo? Tem como eu subir? Não. O moleque não falou nada, eu não vi o rosto dele. Tu vai tomar no cu.
Go on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Que eu não falo, eu também não sei. Tô tentando saber porque meu personagem não fala, eu não vi o rosto dele, eu não sei de nada. Eu não sei porque eu não falo. Me explica.
Hey, you. As you know, I talk to big, very important people every day. And there's one thing that everybody is asking me. What's going on with Benjamin Brin? And what am I supposed to say? That I haven't heard from my star pupil in 6 months? This is getting ridiculous.
Por quê? Por que será, né? A morte da mãe dele afetou.
You are a snake. You are a fraud. But worst of all, Benjamin, you are a little tease. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is a genius. I have told the world that Benjamin Brain is silent because Benjamin Brain is hard at work creating his greatest work yet. But you are doing nothing!
Caralho, que cuzão.
Forgotten you, Benjamin! They have moved on! And I have moved on too.
Ele não quis nem saber porque ele tá ruim. Porque ele tá mal. Professor cuzão.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell ya. I think I'm selling the house.
Não, vende não.
She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
Caralho.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter.
Que
I'm just
fita,
so
mano.
glad you got to speak to her one last time.
Cadê a legenda? Tava
I
aqui
know
até
she
agora.
told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did. She just wanted you to focus on your work. That was the only thing that mattered to her. What's that?
Tá, agora ele vai relembrar tudo. Que fita. Tá, não tem mais nada, né? Que fita, mano.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint.
Tá 50% já meu celular. Essa porra desse episódio, capítulo não acaba. Mano, eu tô há muito tempo aqui. Tô quase 3 horas já, velho. Tá bom, meu Deus do céu. A vida pintando. Tá. Passaram o dia inspirando a composição de uma falecida mãe. A compositora Ellie Fishman.
Your neighbor. My God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
Sim, é óbvio.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, with all... And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music. Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or...
Sim.
I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Estou voltando, pelo amor de Deus.
Look at that! I cannot believe my luck.
Barqueiro, finalmente pegou peixe grande.
Oh, the nobody nothing's dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Whoa! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just...
Se eu soubesse ter carregado mais meu celular também. Se eu soubesse que ia demorar tanto.
Sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but... Whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe help me out with the word choice, since You know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right. The proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
Criança feliz ou solitária? Uma criança feliz.
A jovial child or a solitary one?
Eu não sei.
Hey, not bad.
Acho que foi solitária, ele só conhecia uma menina.
His childhood was a lonely one, growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
Compositora.
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion or more like a taskmaster?
Incentivador.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was ever encouraging, teaching him to recognize the greatness within. And how about that neighbor girl, huh? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or first love? Now be honest here.
Acaba logo, minha
But on
bateria vai
the eve
acabar.
of his big audition, he completely dropped the
Tô
ball.
quase 3 horas.
Staying up all night with his first love.
Será que eu vou
Blowing
conseguir
it the next day.
conhecer a guardiã? Ela não fala nada também.
Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right?
Sim.
See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick.
Por que o áudio tá cortando?
For an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger.
Pausei aqui rapidão só pra ativar um negócio aqui. Tanca celular, pelo amor de Deus.
Painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed
O áudio tá
professor
picotando.
who launched his work into the national
Eu não sei o
spotlight.
porquê, mas tá picotando.
With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy.
Isso é do jogo mesmo
Turned
ou
out to be
é
a
bug?
blessing, for it wasn't
Acho que é
until he
bug.
returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumdolls! You lucky fellows! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
Quem é a guardiã? Quem é a guardiã?
I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of
Meu
souls.
celular vai explodir, vai logo, tá esquentando pra
Once
caralho.
they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
Entendi. Pra onde eu tô indo?
You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that?
Por quê?
Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
É, onde é que eu tô? Eu não sei onde é que eu tô mesmo, não. Nossa senhora, vou ter que subir tudo isso. Minha bateria não vai aguentar, não.
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that.
Ele tá puto comigo.
We're in this together. And the
Ele tem inveja do que eu fui, é
she'll
isso?
see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Ah, vou pausar por aqui. Então, rapaziada, deixando o vídeo por aqui, que esse capítulo não acaba, não sei porquê. Então, até o próximo vídeo. Falou!
Muchas gracias, afición. Este es para vosotros. ¡Sí!